Mame fa na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Ashrefonya tifo mema obibia akwaba ha eye PENDREAM TV. Ohimba ama ene Bernard Odotechi ede ensem bia tudwa. Na mepesa bajebre na waka me hona yati omonsam no enchiremu. So subscribe ya mesra so be me subscribe button no. Na click bell notification icon no. Like na share jumadi no ma afoforo ensa enkabi. Jawadwe nchire enso comment section ho. Kame hona enti ensem ma ohimba ama ene Bernard Odotechi ede atudwa.
Yoti. Yakwe.
Ohine ba wanya bibia mo wase abɔ ne kro no. Ghana mabunu kreti egbu ma wo mo. Ba bi nso o metime fo mo nkɔbɔ kro no metime attack betting. No madu bi nso a wo se national bill tax. NDC abanse na nse ye socialist ntino. Progressively ya clear fi ho. Number 3 ye the budget is developmentally oriented. A big to juma ho. Dey kan abura na NPP wa aban mu no. We fe bi o mo de bi friend capping policy by. Capping policy ni say
Capping area
alignment. You can say capping to say the washer wuchi you know. Enti utina e wo ho no. Nke betima koso ba washer chama utina flatten. Enti say na MPP abanje de to get fund esla heritage fund. To bi obedi no de to ni bia. Inse so de to no ko ba bia nke wo se to no ko no. O say da bi 60% of to na magye no. Kero to atena ho. Afa 40% ko. Abandia no hene bo be cap to odie no umatmenfo ho kire omo NDC aban se there be efi na ekono we are going to uncap every tax I budget and to get fund whatever fund bia na NDC aban budget no say your health insurance levy say your get fund say your road fund no you get to say the year kwan a eto no be ko ba bia eko number 4
we no me fa bi enka
all right
capping no
right
was say was 13 say
okay
any sika bia ye beje
right
under this act no 25% of the said you know
tax
will be capped na mame ready baby na obe cap no
thank you
obe cap 25% from national health insurance
fund. Okay until wait
yeah
until about health how about 25% okay
Ghana education trust fund
education
yeah
25%.
Okay. Road fund.
25%.
Energy fund. Yeah.
25%.
District Assembly Common Fund.
DACF.
Yeah.
25%.
But we know omo de call court.
Okay.
Ama odifo.
Okay.
Enti one cap.
Ma ohene ba me ntwem na tiefo ntiase yi. We kire say abura na NPP aban wo so.
Yeah.
Na ogito so de ba the sayare apomoden a.
Yeah.
Oji 200 Ghana was a cost out to Modeno. Now what 25% are token for what so yeah. Number 2. Oji to so the crack of one numerous now what 25 said that this out to a centralize it. Number 3. Oji to so the Korea coin pothole patches dualization. Now what 25%.
Yeah.
Number 5, energy sector.
Sure.
And it's a Orlando boy game so. Number 5,
Mami for the Akanos also. Right. It is this Assembly Common Fund you free.
Okay.
Internally generated fund. IGF retention.
Okay.
And 25%.
25%.
Transfers to Ghana National Petroleum Corporation.
Okay.
From petroleum revenue.
Okay.
25%.
Okay.
Youth Employment Agency.
Okay.
25%.
Right.
Student Loan Trust. 25%.
Okay.
Export Development Levy.
Okay.
25%. Ghana Airport Passenger Service Charges. 25%.
Thank you.
Minerals Development Fund.
Okay.
25%.
Thank you.
Ghana Revenue Authority Retention.
Good.
25%.
Good.
And plastic waste recycling fund. And also 25%.
And the difference your budget will be a say. A developmentally oriented because Saka Pene course no you be good no. Enti ene the man no masua apeja no akwan ebe peja energy sector ebe peja local government ebe peja. Number 4 your budget the be highly decentralized.
Okay.
Quantity no NPP by us who create developmental authority coastal belts Middle development authority northern development authority no creating ministry and how comes in down. At the end of the day, MMDC for going to adwuma no ye gbe omobo enti amanfo e DC ya no mu adwuma bia ye NDC se there be South Development Authority na yagu no enti budget ankani fu o mun sem na ye de bram back enti about the bram mpantamo mpuntu duma no etumpon de bia to budget ni all inclusive in character de make say ni no madi dem Ghana so far in population 13.2% or more madi dem into Ghana population now 33.something million no yeah we dem in 13.2% and this ya ban say obi bia we dem a opeso ko tertiary institution no from 3rd to 4th year and untua simple untua kapre eti obi a we dem on le a sikani ahochenti nka wantuma ko tertiary institution no budget here NDC e dia boy no e be ma dem before kwa mo matumi akọ school more. It is not enough say we dem abekọ do senior high school. So kono senior high school you know pema. What is the next step? And to budget here abey no obi bia we di dem a wo hwe me nne no say 2028 obeto aba can you say since 1992 the first political party in Ghana agree say no amadi dem so no university eye mo ko tertiary eye NDC we dey hope eye ehun bo obi tumi ko free SHS na wa pass all right but pass free SHS here admission fee obetua for the first year no dema no NDC aban say from 2025 goal you know obi bia obekọ tertiary a obenya wa admission no admission fee obetua first year no free only ba me call University of Ghana come what now I'll tell you one thing University of Ghana you go ma o first year na eden obia o ko university the difficult part is the first year so when you university first year no year asa they told me answer what when admission fee na wie no o second third fourth year no aban the student loan trust fund plus and so ba no so be boa ma school fees tua at second third fourth year no aye easy many hope you all inclusive obi ono so antimi anko school no chi sa no djuma national apprenticeship program and so ba enti for say went to anko university we need them but person so answer no djuma and this aban say national bring 300 million Ghana cedi into that they toss 9 coding program today the world is on the shoulders of ICT enti yemi anuma ICT yam den NDC say we allocating 100 million Ghana cedi for coding program they toss eduma policy and you be an bit my abanduma obi o person entrepreneur say business owner and this is say look obi a person a businessman or woman at a young age you know you allocating 100 million Ghana cedi for eduma policy they toss you National Women Development Bank look I've said and I'll repeat it so it me to start for Mahawa what solve the problem of the country and this aban say National Women Development Bank they can manifesto no no Yankopon yadma by end of 2025 no eba life so can yemba nyina we bomu the budget is forward looking progressive developmentally oriented decentralized and all inclusive in character we anama union NPP for so far na atanse abra minua penning kasano already a very important issues now let's touch on 4 of them one stakeholder engagement proud to budget reading by finance minister and there also be a TSA with Kasamon to Tiamun say Sikam Pedede.
Nanado bro for you.
When they no credit and then no credit.
Sikam Pedede.
Money and untina Oko Bank of Ghana by be a one didn't tanko. By nature, when it comes to rules of money doesn't like noise.
It's an Oko Quatwa. Before we get some Africa.
Now, one who says, finance minister now try to engage the people, have an interface with the people. Look, si kasamon to tuye nyina yenti ase. So ma gedi 40 asese man mu ayeden. Ba ye mo ya bosu mu ne for the next 10 months they will agree. I'm a practical example. Abua na employment ministry ni fair wages negotiation no. They mu here an say man pani akot na mu bi. When the president went, I'm talking about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Omomotia says, look, Sikasama Yababetu Sesiano. It doesn't look too good. And to money this base increment of this percentage. Nyanko Ponya had not say economy experience full recovery and not even midterm recovery. I'll come back and top up. at that point nanka Ghana for Edmund for Becca say ntia say rekojan bebo yeti but for the mere fact of the presidential intervention no they acceded to the demand asema me opinion can say so we finance minister look now no me can say we nua Kwame Nka show no so say under the Fourth Republic so we finance minister so ma bakwa na mark omu ya around sector number 1 but only the problem or the achievement share moto wanka because we are banal creative buffers in Bobo Free Bank of Ghana it is the biggest achievement but timamu fono wo hona on train say we mu ye no ntiasia then they begin to feed into public misconception enti ade ba kwa finance minister na ya ebe nje public trust and confidence in any stakeholder engagement because amanimu nyina so yi his excellency na be the chief wa nipa ma esika semon to contem the minister of finance so nya minister of finance Kojo Banwe the big practice am Kojo Banwe do he was a great finance minister because he was engaging the public na Kojo Banwe be obi a ebeba dwem ho a to the budget reading a to cabinet approval and the same idea be kra now flip not here it goes into the budget and to both say mampani boko kan budget of parliament no bit makola na ni idea kan ba ko pe no na find favor in the budget it then become the people's budget but so what can for water our capital statutory funds ohi so your prime minister ohi so no kwa na be NPP ba power such a finance minister will have a very intransigent posture but I can tell you opa check historically NDC finance minister be high moderate check Kwesibotwe Kwampapa Kwabena before you check all of them say tekwe down the link to Dr. Keslato Forsen now the amount Dr. Keslato Forsen the only difference say he has no reason to fail you know why or your accountant or a fiscal economist or a tax practitioner or a PhD holder in public finance or the eco-parliamenter being in parliament for 16 solid years while ranking member in parliamentary finance committee while minority leader into an institutional memory
and over here majority leader
precisely from minority leader to majority leader and the Oyobia Obano legislative angler he's been through the thread Obano professional angle so a blend of these two capacity of Dr. Keslato Forsen should never let him fail. Now, Sadia Washa and so on, there's something I'm beginning to see. One who say, Oko Porter, Abambia o tasso in crow for more, no, a pam in no coffee. Any government, and this is across, whether Europe, Asia, everywhere, North and South America, any government that begin to tax the businesses in your country, no, they will fold up and leave your country. I take you to last year.
That's the reason why big
precisely because every businessman want to make economy run cause supernormal profit. Business entity do all year own break it even and not make it profit. No, the next alternative is to look out for the next avenue. It is an Ghana. Now we produce Nyama only 2 ebili komwa. Almost to Togo, Benin or Burkina Faso. Your friend will be economists of large scale production. Economists of large scale production. They actually say, say ota say no koki to obi omu tuya to obi bra omu ko omu bu. But say you lower the tax bracket, it will let business grow. Now the more businesses grow, the more the tax will become broader. Until, for example, 2024, about to an audience, the bed became narrower because companies were flying out of the country. They were folding up. Abaya be so share budget ya ready ya.
Sure.
And your budget encouraging business people say come back. And let me take you to a brief of some of the interventions such as businesses able booming.
Yeah.
Number 1, Self-Fund Road Funder.
Yeah.
As of 2024, NPP about allocating 1.1 billion. Okay. 2025 under year NBC no, I get 2.81 billion. In percentage terms no, sika NBC about ya bay. Yede baba ko akoye poto aya akwan no. Road fund increased by 155.5%. Wow. Not just say, Saboya kwan more there. You better car more. You better labor more. yɛbɛfa gravel more nti so obi catch 24-hour economy yanka ho asema on budget na number 2 so for leap and let me say this with all humility so far the year 2024 World Bank and IMF can say NPP in Shishewenti almost 1 million Ghanaians have become multidimensionally poor.
Yeah.
You can say multidimensionally poor. I just say hiya donko Ghana. Enti omo hiya donko omo na leap ekoma omo. Your budget around as of 2024.
Yeah.
Leap was around 28 million Ghana cedi. 2025 953 million.
Hey.
Not just say the more now increasing leap, no, the more you are taking people out of multi-dimensionally poor background. They didn't do a captation grant.
Okay.
Headmaster BOA Elementary School. Every headmaster. As soon as I'm encouraging all headmasters to test to the show. Okay. Every media, it needed 2 years like captation grant and back. No teachers no contributing on their top marker. And then this year, by last year, no, NPP the almost 84 million account to capitation. Yeah, the 145 million. Meaning so there's an 73% take point increment in capitation grant. Let me take you to other key sectors.
No, just add this to the capitation grant. Wama. Yeah. So when him say first no, yes, secondary schools no.
Right.
On pay duania. You see buffer stock will supply.
Yeah.
Buffer stock take Accra Hayo. But me secondary school am koye, bokus in secondary school. Abane bosika to her. Or this ask no, or the boko schools no. So that headmaster and the management team and the matron say and then on by vector hosa. After never found person cargo from Accra. Eko bokusek, ebe do na be day.
I say,
but obeto ko to or Garu area, Koinasu Manga area, you do vegetables no. Na omoye Koina fe quality soup for Ngolano. Sebe yama. After never found yam no tichima. And na Accra warehouse. Eko boko be do na e presence mo boa. Yama omboko boku market. And na Zeblo market. Boko ko to. This is local economics.
Now quick one on about her. Aban bia na hwe adwan apomuden ho no. Every healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
Absolutely.
Because usori anopa na oni apomuden a who scat down macro cannot save you.
sure.
True.
So far NDC 2025 budget abaya. The biggest allocation going to health 9.93 billion Ghana cedi. And so called health now. We are looking at health insurance and Mahama Care. And it has been launched.
Sure.
And to offer disaggregation of the budget component now, among all the various ministries, the health sector of the country is taking 9.93 billion. Mamin for Umbra education.
Yeah.
Abraham Mikasa new campaign. Now Kobe be at the NPP for can say free SHS review by NDC cancellation. And I'm daring them. For almost 8 years in office, from 2017 to 2024, the highest limit of their budget per year for free SHS and be 3 billion Ghana cedi. And the NDC government, the highest contribution, is a 3.5 billion allocation to free SHS.
Wow.
And they have also shown the sustainability of the source of that money.
Again, I'm giving you 3 key sectors of every economy. In every economy, it is health, education, agriculture. Yeah. Once you get these 3 sectors, you put your eye on it, is the way to go. And agriculture, a component of it minus cocoa board, no, 1.5 billion. And the so far health is taking 9.93 billion into a promoting, and we must say 3.5 billion. So the cocoa board, other component, the agriculture, we are talking about 5 billion.
But they say no, a honor take it out. But 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
This was too small for Greek.
It is not.
What say you per se?
It is not.
It is
not. It is not. Let me tell you why. There are other states policies they feed into agriculture. Let me give you a practical example.
Okay.
So for a Jumeria, which is 100 million Ghana cedi.
Sure.
About 30% of a member benefiting from a Jumeria will end up into agriculture. And that comes to add up to 1.5 billion.
Okay.
So for Women Development Bank, a man did that facility from the bank.
The 51 billion.
About close to 30% will go into agriculture. Not only that, let's look at Exim Bank.
Okay.
Exim Bank fundamentally is for export and import with focus on agriculture.
Yes.
And again, there are so many interventions like, let me take you to Commander Sugar Factory.
Yeah.
When Commander Sugar Factory come into mainstream, you know, these other things will benefit. So on the face value, 1.5 billion for agriculture looks small. But so the cocoa board allocation, any syndicated loan or budget beka home, what the Jumera beka home, when development bank beka home, the component of
Now cocoa board is under
the Ministry of Finance.
Yeah.
The 30.85 billion for the big push.
Yes, you see,
The big push.
Big push is more infrastructure because nobody to say Kenya, so I'm going to say, what share budget I bear? Mammy kind of quench was
Okay.
NPP for are regretting more than say 12 December. Do you know why? Now, no, share radio station be another Ashanti region, and they were engaging the market women, and the market women who share response for modern budget now. They are telling Ghana for say no more need say Mahama be to me aye. All you talking to do? Mahama is walking the talk, and you see, say Ohuniba, you kono said you kono ya. Na ya nsesa. Me ya more complacency amayemu. Me ya show humility in service. I have said and I repeat it. The NDC will be in office for no less than 16 solid years. There was one in India. Obi be a student of history. Kokai the Progress Party split by PFPUNC in 1978-79. There is going to be a repetition of that. And don't forget to say, a taking former President Akufo and the best civil NPP for 30 solid years in opposition.
Sure.
And the two of 1978 are the Tröuble power splitting to UNC PFP. And my man baby president, you know. Same thing is playing out. Because for the very first time, even His Excellency late President Rawlings, I know a super leader, no, were not to test majority in Parliament.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And I can tell you, it is true that statistically, you know,
Mama is the supreme leader.
Rawlings got 58, 96, sorry, 92, 58, 92, 57, 96. But those times of democracy were not akin to 2024.
Absolutely.
2024, the stakes were high. So for NDC to claw by 57 to test majority and 4 independent adding up, no, it tells you, say, the brand equity of the NDC
with one outstanding.
Yeah. The brand equity of the NDC is all-time high. Look, talking about, I'll tell you one thing. 2028, I think you can get about 35%. And any time NDC go beyond 30% Ashanti region, it's a must win. So for me, I think and I believe, the budget a budget to be, no coupon boy, let me revenue and the prosecutor budget. 2026 will be more better because it will be a foundation of the year 2025.
What I want to add, I know your time is up. What I want to add is that they have also allocated 242.5 million to support their Akufo dam victims, split victims.
Oh,
yes, and they have also allocated 200 million to support the Ketu tidal disaster. You are going to advise and give policy direction to the top management for them to implement it. And so, if they appoint you to a board, then you don't understand what they are doing there. And the Uko board now, what will be your contribution? Just that you are interested of going to the board and taking your board allowance, but not that you are going to contribute something significantly to help the CEO and the management to achieve the ultimate objective and say, you must be profitable.
okay.
What do you say? And see, Mr. Anopa, every board, every industry, every sector, no, making sure not. I know party functionaries are there. Everybody wants to be appointed, want to be recognized, but we are at the crossroads. So you need very technical, competent people to help your CEO. Because let me need say, or share the CEOs. Say, those fancy time no, if you have been appointed, there will be KPIs for you. We will not assess you in this 2025, but in 2026, where they will do in 2025, that's your whole. You had a whole opportunity, a whole year to come out with your policies, to implement your policies. Tell us what you'll be able to do.
Okay.
Minister of Finance, on my TSSA, they will appoint external auditors to always have a year, come and audit, tell them what you have done with your money. We are a document no, to get to him. And the president also made it clear that if the report comes, I will also come and sit down and listen. So that they will take every institution and what you'll be able to do. If it is achievable, if you continue. If you are not doing well, then the road is there. You can't just be there because your government is in power.
Okay.
You will be exited. And I think it's a caution. I think it's also a warning. And I think it's a motivation that the president wants to empower you, to challenge you, to put more than your best in wherever you find yourself. Wherever they say they are making losses, if you find yourself there, he or she there, make sure that by in 2026, you stand tall. And I'm sure the institution that is not doing well in 2026, if you are doing well, I expect the president to say they should give you a standing ovation. What do you say?
Yeah.
To encourage others to live up to expectation. That is the way to go.
Okay.
My main country say, my chair honorable Akufo, so Tia. Now my chair, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama for appointing or nominating Akufo to be the Minister of Finance. Bisimu say I didn't because I have no.
Okay.
Akufo, since I set up my institution, the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana.
Sure.
This year, April this year, 31st of April this year, it will be 11 years old.
Wow.
Until my budget industry,
Yeah.
I think 2014 when I set up the Importers and Exporters Association, now Honorable Secretary Minister. October no, Honorable Ken Oforeta Nebaye. He has gone about 6.5 years and more than 7.5, right?
Yeah.
Because Minya, Antabaye no. He couldn't even reach 1 year. It was 6 months.
Oh, yes.
Then he exits, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the longest finance minister I came across was Ken Oforeta. In his budget, I have never seen him going to any of the market.
Oh, yes.
In fact, the only thing that I saw that Ken Oforeta went around regional engagement was the e-levy time.
Yeah, e-levy.
And you ask yourself, at the end of the day, the e-levy that they were projecting, no, I'm sure the amount of money they used in doing the regional engagement no, was even more than the e-levy that they collected.
Sure.
So, but Akufo went to the market to listen to the market women, their complaints, their concerns. What are they expecting the government to do? And when he was going to, knowing that the deputy minister designate, by God's grace, they will approve him. And President Mama was swearing him. And I think yesterday he was sworn in. He took him along. That shows that he's ready to cooperate and work with him, whoever is coming.
Okay.
Do you know that there are sometimes minister will there and he will even silence his deputy? You know about that?
What's it? Mr. What's it? I'm reading from page 20, paragraph 25 of the budget. What's it, Mr. Speaker? The 2025 budget is, okay, my main kind from 26. No? What's it? As part of our broad consultation ahead of the budget, we recently engaged traders at the major trading centers, including the Mokola market, to listen to their concerns, gauge their expectation, and elicit their input. 27. Was it, Mr. Speaker? The extensive consultation revealed that the overriding concern among the Ghanaian traders and the business communities remain price and exchange rate instability. Yeah.
So Okwa market, no. One of the cardinal points was a very young lady.
Sure.
And I can say, oh, maybe about less than 2 weeks ago, maybe top item, it was about 1,300 or something. And then Baba do her, they say 1,700 because the escrow in the air day, a cost. Until the market women were complaining that, so by your budget, I best stabilize the city as against the foreign currency. Or not the exchange rate, no kind of. Over your budget, you have my inflation and back from boom until Upper I jump up budget now, the buy now, and Kuma top budget now, the buy now.
Yeah.
That is where you remember President Mama came to have Parliament, his sonal address, and the 2-day economic dialogue. They made it to understand, say, we are spending over $300 to $400 million importing frozen chicken to this country. Until we the big push, no. Oh boy, the big push is about agriculture transformation agenda.
Sure.
Omutwesika bodo to say to make sure the infrastructure, agriculture, mechanization farming, commercialized farming will produce more. If you produce more abro and soya beans, you will take for poultry production to feed the nkoko ketekete no. Or some but get to say everywhere nkoko ketekete for no. What I say? So that if at all in the next 1 to 2 years time, that Ghana half of the $400 million no, yeah they better frozen chicken our Ghanaian market.
Sure.
Now the difference no, the gap we will then bring half of the other remaining $2 million Ghana cedis no, I mean 200 million no, from Europe. Our city stability will come. Yes, no, because we are spending $400 million importing frozen chicken. If even by 2 years, if half of that 400 million, no, we have the capacity here that we can buy up to 50% or even let's say 40% crop from the local market because they cannot produce up to 100% in 2 or 3 years time.
Okay.
But at least you have to say 40% or 50%. Then the importer will be given the opportunity to bring the rest of the 50% to show up. My brother, our CD will be very stable.
Wow.
Yeah, on my paying my I say we are spending over $2 billion importing a Diani Ebaha. You can't do any, you can't more.
Wow.
$2 million notes. If by 2 years time to come, and we are spending even 1 billion, 2 billion, no million, 2 billion. We are spending 1 billion to import, and 1 billion we are getting that amount from a more commercialized rice farmers in this country. No, it will stabilize our city total. Now, if we produce more and we have surplus, Africa continental free trade, yes, so other countries, they find the export.
Wow.
And they have proceeds to inject back into our economy. If another at all, so Mamina no or sue a market to say me come back home because I don't know what to do. No, what it means say the 51 billion women development bank no or the buy no say yeah implementation na kasa da no ka minister baka mami ene bawro ha ko catch rom o how so wo de o so ko to village economics nti o mama no o hwere 400 Ghana cedis. Maybe we'll call him man of 1,000 or a man of 2,000. He will buy double of what he was coming to buy. Then he will go back. She will be smiling. That woman in that women development bank no, don't need someone like Asake, who is well known with my face alone. May come back now. Because if the Asake is the one who's come to guarantee any this kind of amount, you don't need Asake to come there. You don't need that woman who have no house to say go and bring Asase. Krata ana fie krata kinchira ana sa wo ka ko ana moto kinga ko fa sa ajepade no paper embra for guarantor before the mount ask no. That is a how odibe free women's and to no ka say sa ni pa na de chia ne ba ko school ono so beto to biscuit no to sa calipo no mano say o Costco no so no biscuit no akola ba Costco on so me boa. Sure. And so Obi no catch say no, this budget there is nothing there for me as Sake, where I sit as church for penny, and I know how much we take out to import, and I know what the importers main headache, and give us stability of the city, give us due policy, give us exchange fixed rate at the port, say. And then 15 series. Next week, custom are using 18 series. It doesn't make predictability. And boy, you're ready for no. Until a person say, 40 minutes, but 40 series will have 40 series that will run for like 6 months or 1 year, subject for review, so that the importer or the business person can predict. Quite apart from that, business people, we
want to be predicted.
David, you can predict.
Let's take it as home is okay. Open so called mobile phone way. Mobile phone as a laptop here sim enemy. O kono. Ebi ana when say ye laptop here ba ko mami you should the normal price is say me 10,000 cedis. So ebi uyi laptop ya ebia ye beje o ebia 2000 cedis as ebia duty ya ubeyi me wo ebia 1 month am de bekra amana ba bedru can it happen say within 1 month na sasa
of course within a week better say to say any Thursday one
yeah
okay assuming say last Friday what duty okay customer using maybe customer using 12 cedis in calculated duty me for assumption now this was maybe 20,000 or remember you said 20,000 no this today Friday minimum Monday na bet you edit no maybe me 20 or beauty or better name or he promised that he will pay you before even Monday morning or Monday morning before 12 o'clock now Monday morning Monday evening beauty on Friday morning buy maybe beauty or the chicken baba Tuesday morning. When if you get back to the port and they say that no, they are no more using customers, no more using 12 cities, but they are using 14 cities. In calculating the duty, what it means is that they have to do because you didn't pay, so they have to do what we call it a post entering to correct the system for it to reflect that prevailing rate. What it means to say you have to go and cough 2 cities times 20,000. So that means, yes, that's it. You don't know, so you can't predict. That is why if someone or BBC America they do gonna send a duty, you can't give the person fixed rate, actual figure because
but say at least you hear for 6 months. Say you bet me a review in that.
Say 3 months. 3 months. Correct. Now he's also said he will reverse the side decoupling get fund and health insurance. No, that's why we've been crying since Ken Ofuru Etabaye.
That corporate and the health insurance, NHI, no, I did that.
Yes, because it used to be part, the get fund and the health insurance used to be part of the VAT. Until say me kofa car bar, now my car due to 5% in brand new car. Now maybe the car cost is 100,000. If the government calculates 5% of 100,000, that's the import duty. They will add about 100,000, so make it maybe it is 15,000. So it becomes 115,000. No, so 115,000. Then they will take. It used to take. I think they get fund at that time VAT import duty. So VAT import duty, no. If it used to be 17 cedis or 70.5 crown, get fund, no, and health insurance used to be here. So they will calculate it on the 115 cedis, no, 15,000, no. Then that is it. But what they did from 2017 was that they said no, do 12.5 of the VAT alone, add it back on the 5 plus the 5% that you've calculated and got no.
Yeah.
So you do 12.5, whatever figure you get, you add to the import duty no plus the VAT. Then you now do 2.5 get fund, add it back, then do 2.5 health insurance, add it back. Then you then come to do net get fund, net health insurance.
Hey.
Yes. So he's saying that will be reversed. And he's going to engage. That was where we
said
asked
something here. I'm coming. Page 2 of the budget.
Yes.
Paragraph 6. Was it, Mr. Speaker, with this budget, I will also be seeking a review of the following act to support the policies of the government aimed at stabilizing the economy and promoting inclusive growth.
Yes.
1. Petroleum Revenue Management Act. 2011,
Yes.
Act 815.
Yes.
Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund Act.
That it may
2014.
Yes.
Minerals Income Investment Fund Act. 2018.
Yes.
Energy Sector Levies Act. That's 2015.
Yes.
Ghana Cocoa Board Act.
Yes.
1984. PND's Law 81.
Yes. 81. It has used
And its amendment.
Yes.
Earmarked funds and capping. EMR Fund Capping and Realignment Act.
Yes.
2017.
I want to hear capping for
Capping
25 to 5%.
Public Procurement Authority Act.
Yes.
2003.
Need to be
and
amended.
Ghana Education Trust Fund, Get Fund Act.
Yes.
And Fiscal Responsibility Act.
I think there was
And
Ghana Revenue. Ghana
Revenue Administration Act. Yeah. So he's going to amend all of them.
Exactly.
Say, reverse all these things.
Good.
Okay.
So what we are asking, where I said, currently, the 2023 budget, no, or 2024 budget, we saw a 2.5% VAT increment. making import VAT at the port right now 15%. 15%. So if they will add get fund and health insurance 2.5 is 5%. No, so. So if they add to the VAT, then now it become 20% VAT. Are we going? Will they give us input and output? Because I remember when they introduced the 3% flat rate, they said we were no longer entitled for the output. So as we speak now, it's a cost. There's a 6% cost there that business community have been struggling. So if he's going to do that, I'm happy that he said he's going to engage. So when he comes to the engagement, we will also tell him areas that we think that he can meet us halfway. We'll also meet him halfway.
Let's tackle this one. Benchmark value. The government, the previous government, introduced a benchmark value on items. Yeah, okay. Me phone way 1,000 Ghana, but maybe I'll call marketer 1,500. But me dear, me call and say brutally no man at all. You hear a bosso now, but so me 1,000 Ghana. All the banner baby do a banner say okay. We also told you 1,000 Ghana, but me share international market no 1,500.
Yes.
So I am not going to accept your 1,000 Ghana. We also have documents to show, but I am going to introduce the benchmark for it. So you are going to pay a duty of either 1,003 or 1,004. May who anything like this on Akufo this thing? Is it going to maintain it? And that's what the year from.
No, that was why I said that that benchmark value thing was fagadab. It was 419 because Addo. Addo because globally,
okay,
the World Trade Organization, which we are part of, we are signatories to it. Miranda says, as I can film as to present my documents, invoice list, parking list, way bills, receipt of payment, whatever.
Okay.
So accept my transactional value. What they were doing is say they were not accepting any, and the NPP at that time, they were not accepting any business person transactional values. So what do you think about it? Say, 100,000 and you have 200,000. And yes, that was what was happening. And the people started taking the goods to Togo and other places.
Yes.
Then they say, okay, we will give you 50%. So 200,000, 50%, then they come back to calculate your normal actual value. So what we will plead with Akufo and say, he really wants revenue. Because if you look at those e-levy, COVID levy, and other he's trying to scrap them, he's going to lose, even though he has reduced tax refund. There's a fund called tax refund policy, where he says reducing from 6% to 4% to cover areas that he has abolished now. Yet we still need money. He should get a third custom that accept every business person transaction value. Look, everybody will comply. Everybody. You don't need to even, everybody will comply. Know that Ghana government is accepting transaction value. You will see the kind of revenue, that they will rake for this country. You will come back to the Asake. You were like a subsidiary.
Wow.
So, all what we need at the port is give us fixed rate, accept transactional values, and you are good to go. Inflation will come down. Exchange rate will come, the stability will be there if we actually implement the policies that we saw. The minister also introduced sanitary pad. So sanitary pad, do you know the number of jobs that we are going to create in this country?
Sanitary pad.
I'm telling you.
Free sanitary pad.
Because companies that are into sanitary pad production here should give the fair choice. If you cannot produce to satisfy, then we import. So they will increase production. And they will pick workers. So, say, a bill said, 24-hour economy on country. What again? The agri transformation agenda is the 24-hour economy. The Women Development Bank is the 24-hour economy. The sanitary part is the 24-hour economy. Labor, I've never seen any of their ADS that they said that they will support Ghanaians who want to leave the source of Ghana. They will go to under memorandum of understanding with some countries like the US, the UK, and other jurisdictions that our brothers want to go there and work, because after higher education, if you are not getting the job for the person here, help the person get memorandum of understanding with some cities in the US and the UK metropolis, then they will go and work. If you are able to help these people, because I know many people who have taken these young girls and boys money. Parents will deceive them. They will go and sell their parents' property. They will take in the name of getting them job in Europe. Then they squander the money and it become chaotic in homes.
Sure.
So if government now say, look, I will do get like the Tröuble is doing. Tröuble is training more doctors. I went to Philippines and I told President Mahama when he came to Temaport at the time he was a presidential candidate for NDC. I said I went to Philippines. Filipinos are to see. If you go to America, Filipinos are there are nurses. If you go to America, Filipinos are training seamen and nurses. If you go to UK, if you go to US, seafarers. Seafarers. So I told President Mahama, if you come, what I want to do, and we have the workforce. Ghana, as we stand now, we have the workforce who have no job.
It's cheap.
So what can we do? Just give resources to the Regional Maritime University. And every time I want to talk about Regional Maritime University, and I'm told that tomorrow the Regional Maritime University will be doing a matriculation, students matriculation. I mean, they've taken fresh students. But the point here is, I know the government is listening, and I'm told that the Minister of Transport will be there tomorrow as a guest speaker. The Regional Maritime University for the past 3 to 4 years now is having an acting president, whereby the vice chancellor of the Regional Maritime University is solely candidate for Ghanaian. We have 5 countries that constitute that Regional Maritime University. Yes. So that 5 countries, Ghana, Liberia, Cameroon, Gabon, and another country. We have 5 countries. In one of the country, Liberia, Liberian is the one who's now our acting vice chancellor in the university. Yet Liberia have gone to build Liberian Maritime Academy. So how the person was, what was the reason? The reason was that when we have 5 countries from the Regional Maritime University, every year, every country pay a subscription for the running of the school. So do you think if today Liberia has put up their school, would they continue contributing to Ghana?
Not at all.
Would they contribute their quota to Ghana?
No.
They have a full-fledged maritime academy now in Liberia. Yet we have allowed the Liberian to be here. What pains me, I am a former student of the school. That's why I did my master's. The top management, the top 5, the rector, the provost, the registrar, the finance controller are all foreigners.
Wow.
Yes. Are all foreigners. The Ghanaian academians, lecturers who are there are just common lecturers. They don't take management decision. Yet Ghana is the major contributor of the school. There was a Ghanaian professor, Professor Ellis Owu, was interdicted some 3-4 years ago.
Why?
And we for just a flimsy excuse or petitions, and we asked the Liberian professor or doctor to act. Till that there was interviews. The current Ghana Maritime Authority boss, Dr. Kamaldeen, was one of the candidates. There is a professor in the Maritime University, a Ghanaian professor, was also a candidate. Today, Kamaldeen has been appointed at Ghana Maritime Authority.
Yeah.
The professor is at the university now. They should appoint him now because for 4 years, Ghana have no contribution in the Regional Maritime University. Yet, we are the major contributor for fund and resources for the school. So I said, I think that President Mahama, please, this one they do for me. Let the transport minister appoint the professor. Because you cannot have 5 universities. The 5 countries, each country should have a rep in the top management. And the overall boss or the president is supposed to be a Ghanaian and a Ghanaian lecturer. Then the board chair is rotate each countries. This time I have not gone to read. I don't know which country is hosting the board chair of the school now, but it's the ministers of transport who constitute the board of directors.
Okay.
So every year one minister becomes the board chair of the academic board or of the university. I hope you get it. Of the council, you call them council, right? Good. So as we speak now, the top 5 in the regional maritime now are all foreigners. And I count again, I said the vice chancellor, the provost, the registrar, the financial controller, and there is another department. All the top 5 are either in Cameroon, either in Liberia, either Gabon, and I think Gambia also. Yes, I think Gambia is part of us. 5 countries. No Ghanaian in the top management of the university. So So when I saw that labor issue, and I said, then what I was proposing to President Mama, then the minister made my day. Why? Because at the Regional Maritime University, Ghana Maritime Authority is responsible for maritime training. So they will prepare the course and the Regional Maritime and give to the Regional Maritime University, and they will train them. The cadets, those who want to be electricians, those who want to be artisans like welders. There are carpenters in the vessel. There are cooks. There are nurses. Huh? So we can train these people. So when I saw the entrepreneurship training too as well, I said, this one then hallelujah. Let them, Ghana Maritime Authority, go and test the people. If you are a seafarer, if you are a seaman, if you are and then you are holding Ghana Maritime Authority certificate, you call the pass. It's like a passport. Every international shipping company, you are a hot cake. The way they like students. That why? Why is the Gambians, Gabons? Even Gabon is not even part of. It's not part of our. They are coming to this school. They are coming here. Many countries are coming here. Nigeria. Do you know Nigeria has a maritime academy? Yet Nigerians come to Ghana through the regional maritime. If you have a certificate and you know that you are trained from the regional maritime university and you've been licensed by the Ghana Maritime Authority, you have a job quick. So we can train more apprenticeship training that we are talking about now. They should let Ghana Maritime Authority do their courses for them, let them go through, then they give them certificate of competence. Oh, my brother, we will export. Look, do you know Filipinos? Over $400 million repatriation every year from sea. Yes, if you want tomorrow, Fred Transport Minister and now Fred the Brigadier General at Ghana Port Authority, tell them that is give you a harbor pass. Go to MPS, go to a GPHA, where the ship's bed. See the cement. The cement that came with the vessel. No? If there are 18 on board, I'm telling you, 10 of them or more will be Filipinos. Okay. Will be Filipinos. That alone is a game changer. So when I heard NPP people talking about, and then the betting tax that is abolished is also good. The e-levy is good. So when I heard the NPP people talking about this will not be, now I was like, okay, so you know that they haven't done so much. Yet you have paid $12 million for Qualigo multipurpose dam. That was going to be a game changer. Yeah. Yet you pay 12 million, you look into God and pay and pay $12 million to somebody without no job done.
Not even a single break.
You have paid $58 million. $58 million to the biggest manhole at around Parliament here. Yeah. For no job done. Do you know $12 million what the young man in Africa did? He has spent the same amount of money and put up a huge multi-purpose tomatoes factory. Very soon, very soon. If not for the sake of John Mahama going to Burkina Faso and spoke to his colleague, his counterpart there, they will ban that no fresh tomatoes will come. If you have ever traveled to Bolga, from Tamale going to Bolga through a Wali road to Bolga, Navrongo to Burkina Faso, you will see empty trucks. Some few years ago, they said when they are going, they used to ambush them and rob them, take their money. Our women from Techima and wherever goes there with long trucks to buy fresh tomatoes from Burkina Faso. So the tomatoes you and I are eating in the house, the tomatoes that they grind for it to eat the kunu, is coming from Burkina Faso. Today, that raw tomatoes. Tomorrow, with the purpose of that factory that young man spent $12 million to set up, no, they will say they are going to add value. They are adding value. Don't take raw tomatoes out and cross the border again. They will come. The gas ban wheat. Do you know wheat?
Yeah.
Flour, bakery, bread.
Yeah.
Do you know that Ghana here we don't have wheat? We import wheat from them. It was done recently. President Mama went. The ambassador to Sahel, what Sahelian or what do you call it? Ambassador Bavolati done the interview and said clear that because John Mama has gone there to play with the young man, and the young man now allowed it to come. But how long can we continue pleading? So if these people who paid $12 million for no job done at Palgo Multipurpose Dam, do you know what Palgo Multipurpose Dam would have done? Would have given us power, then also would have used it for irrigation farming.
Yeah.
We have made one single person, the whole Ghana to benefit. No, you have given everything to one person who have not done anything. And you come to call a budget that will bring confidence. You will see the city will be stabilized in due course, and you will see we are all in this country.
Okay.
Yeah, the answer meaning ebeso ha. There was a say when you bra kan home the answer meaning na bana we. Subscribe to channel like na share jumadi no afofro ensa enkabi. Macrowd, we share in the next video.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.